Okay, so you think you want to take on one of the most legendary dive sites in the Caribbean. Devil's Throat. It's rewarding and challenging and pushes the limits of recreational diving in many ways. This is not for the inexperienced diver. So here's some information and considerations before exploring this famous underwater coral head. The current is often strong, just dropping onto the tunnel entrance, which begins at 83 feet. It's here that divers enter a narrow enclosed passage, barely big enough for one person. It's a tight squeeze that eventually opens into a roomy foyer with a beautiful sandy bottom. It's very dark, and the only illumination comes from dive lights. Inside, the current is minimal. Given the overhead environment and the depth, divers must be experienced in deep diving, have precise buoyancy control, and controlled air consumption. A quick ascent to the surface is impossible and would only end in injury. At about 130 feet, the tunnel ends, emerging onto the edge of a breathtaking wall that plunges into the depths. The transition from darkness to open ocean abyss is exhilarating. This is where most divers begin a slow ascent and enjoy some of the wildlife along the wall or explore some of the minor tunnels on their way back to the surface. However, if managed correctly, there should be just enough safety margin to reverse course and re-enter. Ascending slowly back through the main tunnel to the original entry point. Much of the fascination and interest of this dive comes from the challenges it presents. While vivid, colorful sponges and corals cling to the rocky walls, eerie wavering glows filter through small openings. Light and shadows dance and shimmer throughout the tunnel, all adding to the mystique and interest of this dive. This dive will test your skill level when conducted in this manner and make for an unforgettable and rewarding journey through the legendary Devil's Throat.